This is Jews in Asian Pacific about the laboratories they built. I think we're alone now. Only our hearts. We got an eye on what we're doing. Yes! This is the sloth account. SLOTH. Running as fast as we can. Holding on to each other's troubled hands. Into the night.
I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be
any Nazis around.
I think we're alone now.
Oh my God, Tiffany!
Beating of our hearts is the only sound.
It even sounds like 1960s when you pubic hippie dippies were mixing genetics with each other, swearing that having multicultural children was the way to go, you fucking lying sacks of shit. God's not watching. I think we're alone. We're just writing your file just right at pun and punctuality, not to worry, hun. Oh, did I call you hun? H-U-N, like Genghis Khan and the Huns? Oh my God, it's the Jews and the Asian Pacifics? That's the Huns? Oh my God, I had no idea Genghis, you goonie, you. Yeah, that's the goonie file. It's like really cookie and icky. Because they also decided on their own that they could fix anything after they broke into God's house that they didn't belong in. Started changing things for everybody. And started directing things they're not entitled to and they're not allowed to. We told them they just wouldn't get the fuck out. So we had to wait till this roll call for this one to get abused, apparently, and then call it like it is. And clean house and sweep fucking genetic closets out and fingers chopped off of keyboards and rolly things. And swipey things. So here's the funny thing. When you, when did we have like these diseases, right? I mean, it used to be like the gods get to plague you with disease like coronavirus when you don't listen. We push a button and a whole bunch of you get sick and you're like, well, maybe we displeased the gods. Maybe we should change our behavior. You think those were the days, when you idiots listened. Oh God, you made us so happy in like heaven elsewhere, watching over this stupid charade and shit show. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it was like, well, I'm gonna plague them because they're not doing the right thing, right? Because this is what the gods told us, and here's our instruction manual on how do you drive civilization from Hollywood squares. This is what's allowable and what's not. Yeah, okay, got that, right? And then all of a sudden, Sloth and the Goonies over in we make our own rules up and enforce them on everyone, says, wait, I got an idea. I'm going, when you break a genetic, I'm gonna try to be like the Nazis. I'm gonna play Yahtzee Nazi, because I broke my own family genetics and now I'm not allowed back in the clubhouse. So I'm gonna make a vaccine that then you have to give to everybody, because it'll be the magic bullet to cure all of God's plagues. Can somebody turn down the Prodigy on the Down Syndrome Foundation? Nobody told them they could have a magic bullet. MAGICBULLET. Sloth, we don't want you touching anything in God's house. Thanks for the tryout, though. You didn't make it. We told you before. Except you keep showing up and then making people forget and saying, oh, I'm a good guy. I eat Baby Ruth. Yeah, that's a problem. Baby Ruth doesn't want to be eaten by you and your disgusting menagerie. Alright, so then, then we had to come up with names for our God files of the breakouts of whenever, like, the Hollywood Square, oh, right, we got smallpox, Right, smallpox breakout. Great, write that in the file. Yeah, all right, that distempered God because they did so and so. Make sure you write that one down. That one's important, right? Okay, and then we had to give the fucking, we ran out like, because the magic bullet system over in the China closet thought they were winning themselves some points. Threw it, they're disgusting, over to America where we got shag rugs on the chest and afro in the hair and like, and then the Friar Boys from London being the Beatles. They're scarabs. All right, so did you put that on the file? All right, can we label that? All right, okay, what else we got in this? Oh, Nicholas, how are we ever getting together? Oh my God, let's go to the dogs. Yes. My dog tags. Oh my God, I'm going to save myself with my dog tag men. Okay, so here's the deal, dog tag men. You wear dog tags. I love you the most. I really don't like the royal children. They have not been listening for many centuries and they're grown very dangerous. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up files with veterinary problems like distemper. The hero over is self-designated, by the way. Gods don't think he's a hero. The hero over in Hiroshima area. I'm the fucking hero. Yeah. All right, dog tags ready? So, right, distemper. Right, yeah, that one. Okay, so we made a veterinary disease for the animals. So now the hero of they think who they really are will design a whatever as their magic bullet solution like they do for the humans. We're just trying to clue you guys in because you weren't in the royal conversation in America and like Gunder's in Iowa on a farm. Farm boy's got no clue who he is. Right, somebody hit a button and like the voice box went right off of my grandfather, right, and then he couldn't talk right. And then Mariah, we went from potato famine with no money to New York, and she's just sitting pretty, has no clue who she's supposed to marry and what's going on in the family tree that someone broke the eagle's neck and nest. And I got here problems in the Pacific. You boys, I know they sent you all over the place, and you guys are so confused. I get that, but it's always Charlie. Watch the Goonies, and that is Elizabeth and Prince Charles and the Jews and problem we got going on in China and Pacific region, the sphincter of Russia, just outside of Russia, that whole area. That one, they made those slaves, they swore the moon, the sun, the stars that they didn't own, right? Those couple of Jews, right? They didn't own anything. But they swore to the slaves being the Catanese and the Mandarin, right? And then some of the other corridor, that they were going to make them so rich someday. Yeah, that's a problem for the rest of us because the vaccines and shit that they're building this false empire on is making the rest of us sick, and God had to waste 41 years to get to this moment to tell you because the forerunners knew, and we're supposed to steer it in the opposite direction to fix it without having to embarrass and kill everything without magic bullets. I have different buttons for them, right? It doesn't just break your genetics. Oh, it just stops you completely. It just collapses your star, so you will never, ever be cloned or anything ever again. You're not allowed in heaven. You are not even allowed to have a letter, a symbol, or a number. Oh my God, that is my black hole account. Please, black hole son, do that whole area because I'm tired of having to fucking explain stupid simple to the morons that couldn't think of it and think that I'm somebody else other than the sports reporter for God territory from the last 3 generations from like live in New York. It's your Saturday night announcer in the middle of the broad daylight. Yeah, whatever. I don't care how you have to cognitively square it into your, oh, I get this. This makes sense. Yeah, it should. We were hoping they could do a better job of informing you before we got here, but clearly we expect way too much out of the humans that were supposedly in charge and keep telling us they're doing a good job. Fucking lying pieces of shit.